20 January 2021. The guy wearing the red kurta in the picture is me. Fat, broke, and literally no goals whatsoever. Happy playing video games and eating junk food to spend his day. But as of today, things have slightly changed. Currently, I run SyncwaveMedia, a content production and redistribution agency for founders and podcasts, doing close to 30K in monthly recurring revenue and close to 10 lakhs in profit. Now, the question most of you might have watching up to this point is, how did I even get here? And to make this video easier to understand, I'll divide it into 4 parts, starting with my journey and how can someone who is in the exact same position I was back in 2021 get here. Everything started with a classic gym bro story. I really liked a girl back in class 11. Honestly, she looks pretty horrendous if I think about it now, but hey, I was a fat fuck as well. Anyways, I told her how I felt, she said no, and that rejection kicked off my gym arc. For the next 5-6 months, I put my head down and only worked out. Through a friend, I met this guy. We clicked because we both enjoyed lifting weights. Turns out he was working with Iman Ghazi, who had the fastest growing YouTube channel in the self-help and finance niche at that point. So I shot him a DM saying that it's mad that he works with Iman. That one message landed me my first job. 20,000 rupees for 90 short form videos. Wasn't much, but hey, I was able to pay for my own gym membership and supplements. So I was pretty happy. The structure was he works directly with Iman and I work under him. Think of it as kind of a white label service. Here's where things got really interesting. I was officially hired as a video editor just to edit short form videos, but I took every opportunity I could get my hands on. From hiring new team members to leading the creative team, project management, team management, I tried to learn and do everything I could, even though I was only getting paid 20,000 rupees for all of it. Why did I do it? Because this is the real secret to succeed. Always over deliver. Looking back at it, if I hadn't pushed myself to do more than what I was paid for, I wouldn't have learned the skills required to start my own agency down the line. Fast forward 8 months, the deliverables and the quality of work had gone way beyond what we initially agreed on, so I finally asked for a pay raise after 2 months of contemplating. However, when I finally asked, it did not work out and we mutually decided to part ways. After we parted ways, I took a 2-month break to reset and think. Then it suddenly hit me. I literally knew the ins and outs of how an agency works, so why not do it myself? Made a promise. Send 100 cold emails every single day. No fixed niche. No, I'm only gonna work with founders BS. Just 100 cold emails every single day to whoever I could find on the internet making content with the aim to upgrade their post-production quality. Now, as dramatic as it sounds, I got a reply on the 30th day and closed my first deal ever. The agreement, 30 short form videos for $1,200. Sweet jump from what I was getting paid before. I thought to myself, I'm definitely becoming a millionaire this year. Dumb of me, I know, but here's what the next few months look like. Got paid in the first month, got scammed in the second month after submitting all the deliverables, started outreaching again, got a low ticket client for $1,000, did amazing work for him, got him real results, turned him into a mid-ticket client for $2,500 and got a shit ton of referrals. That's how SyncwaveMedia's initial customer base got built. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sahil, enough about your story and how you got here. Tell me, how can someone who is 17, 18, 19 or even in their 20s in the exact same position you were back in 2021 get here? Fair question, and honestly, that's the whole point of this video. But before I tell you how to get here, I want you to understand this one thing. My story isn't special. It wasn't some once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that you missed. They are all still available today. In fact, they work even better because the market has grown and everybody's creating content. So here are the 3 things I would focus on if I had to start from zero again in 2025. First and foremost, learn a new skill. Now, before you start hating on me saying that Sahil, that's the most basic thing anyone could ever say, listen up. The opportunities are limitless in today's world, especially because of remote work getting popular. But here's the thing, if you want to make real money, you need to become the best. Take an example of the editor editing this video. He's definitely in the top 1%, if not the best, and that's why he's editing my video. So pick a skill and become so good at it that people just give you their money and beg you to work with them. The second thing, outreach. No matter how good you are at your skill, people can't pay you if they don't know you exist. And if you don't do some form of outreach, be it cold DMs, cold emails, cold calling, you'll just stay in the not existing spot. Take an example of my journey. I had to send 100 cold emails every single day for 30 days straight to get my first client. That's 3,000 emails sent just to get a single client. Now, two important tips I want to give you. Important tip number one, prioritize cold emails over anything else. Because if you are using social media platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn, and X to outreach, you need to have some sort of brand built before people even think about taking you seriously and reply to your message. Important tip number two, when you're starting out, focus on both volume and personalization. Not enough volume, you just wouldn't know what's working or not. Not enough personalization, people will think that you're blasting messages through some AI tool. Finally, communication. Have you heard the famous quote, "The best talent does not win, the best communicator does"? I'd say it's pretty accurate. You can be the most skilled person in the room, but if you can't really explain your value, sell your services, and build relationships with client, you lose to someone who is half as skilled but twice as good at communicating. The pattern I've noticed in my agency is that incredible talent don't get hired because they just couldn't articulate their worth. Meanwhile, decent talent with great communication constantly do, except if you are a video editor. I don't really care how you communicate, just produce quality videos for me. Jokes apart, if you can master communication, you learn a skill that not just gets you client, but helps you keep them for long periods of time, get referrals, and build a reputation that just brings more opportunity to you. I hope this video was valuable for you and you guys maybe learned a thing or two. Now, considering this is my first YouTube video, it would mean the world to me if you guys left your feedback in the comments. Take care. Bye-bye. See you at the top.